Solo Leveling. You either think it's a masterpiece or the biggest piece of dog shit, aka loser Frieren fans that are salty Solo Leveling won Anime of the Year and thinks anime should have never became mainstream. Me. That's me. Despite the thumbnail and title that makes me look like a Solo Leveling glazer, I voted for Frieren as the Anime of the Year and was quite salty when Solo Leveling won. But as time went on, I felt grateful that Solo Leveling existed. So what the hell am I saying when I say Solo Leveling is the greatest anime of all time? Because it sure isn't the story, animation, and good god, it's definitely not the characters. I am strictly talking about what Solo Leveling represents for the entire anime industry and the medium as a whole. Over the years, there were some standout animes that are so popular it makes its way to mainstream, most notable being Demon Slayer, and I think Solo Leveling is in the same category in people's mind, except Solo Leveling's origin is from a Korean web novel that was later illustrated into a webtoon. It gained massive popularity domestically and internationally, an easy story to follow with power fantasy done right, no strings attached. In the past, we've had popular webtoons be adapted. None of them even came close to Solo Leveling. Okay, so what? Just because the webtoon adaptation got popular doesn't mean anything, right? No, it means everything. Anime is cool now. For those that got into anime in the last 6 or 7 years, when the medium of anime supercharged itself and started to take off to Mars, especially in the West, saying anime is cool doesn't seem like a big deal, but for those long-time watchers, know how niche anime felt and couldn't be very open about it as if it was some kind of sin. It's an awful feeling when the same people that made fun of you for liking anime starts to like it once it became popular. I think Solo Leveling was that experience for many. An influx of casual or new viewers so large it was able to beat out much more enthusiast picks for Anime of the Year. For a lack of a better word, from a weeb's or otaku's perspective, their space and niche was being overtaken by the same people who used to make fun of them. Now, you can call it victim mindset and whatnot. I'm not saying anyone needs to empathize with them. I'm simply providing a perspective. Personally, I think there's no point in holding a grudge. On the other hand, do these people have a point? Did ungatekeeping ruin anime? I don't think so. I like to think anime has reached a point where I see it as the same as normal TV shows. Okay, I know technically anime was always a TV show, but you get the point. You wouldn't say, oh yeah, I'm a fan of TV shows. You would say, I'm a fan of this, and this show. It's just way too broad, and I think that can be applied to anime as well. And you might say, well, take a look at shows that are being produced. There's so much low quality slop, and I say that you're correct. There are a lot of slop that's being produced, but there are also a lot of great shows. Reason why we have such fond memories of iconic shows in the past is because they have survived in our memories, and we forget the ones that weren't memorable. While we get insane amount of low quality anime yearly, personally, I think anime is at an all-time high with how much quality shows we get yearly, to the point where I often get decision fatigue on picking what to watch next. This is a luxury we never had before in anime, and I hope people realize that. Before the video ends, think about what even constitutes someone as an anime fan. Can you not call yourself a fan until you watched classics from the 70s and 90s, or watched certain amount of animes per year? Before Solo Leveling, I would have labeled myself as anime fan. But despite watching anime for as long as I can remember, I wouldn't label myself as such anymore. Solo Leveling to me is a representation of how far anime has come, and how amazing shows are being produced because of the medium of the anime has grew in the last 2 decades.